New carry-on rules starting January 1st, 2026. New carry-on size? Carry-on rules in 2026 are not defined by one global law starting January 1st, but by stricter enforcement, smarter systems, and less flexibility across airlines and airports. Travelers are now facing tighter baggage checks, more accurate sizing tools, and stricter boarding enforcement than ever before. What used to slide through unnoticed is now being flagged instantly. Many passengers are being forced to pay unexpected fees or check their bags at the gate simply because they did not adapt to these updated standards. In 2026, carry-on travel is no longer about guessing. It is about understanding exact airline rules, size limits, and smart packing strategies before you even arrive at the airport. 1. There is still no universal carry-on size. One of the biggest misconceptions is that airlines follow a universal carry-on size. In reality, there is still no single global standard in 2026. Each airline sets its own limits, and these can vary significantly. While many airlines stay close to common dimensions, even a small difference can cause problems at the airport. Passengers often assume their bag will fit everywhere, but switching airlines can instantly change what is allowed. The safest approach is always to check your specific airline's policy before packing, because assumptions are now one of the biggest reasons travelers get charged extra fees. 2. Airlines are enforcing size limits more strictly. In previous years, many airlines were relaxed about slightly oversized carry-ons, especially if flights were not full. That flexibility is disappearing in 2026. Airlines are now strictly enforcing size limits, especially on busy routes. Staff are more likely to measure bags, and gate agents are less willing to make exceptions. This shift is happening because flights are fuller and overhead space is limited. Even a slightly oversized bag can now lead to forced check-in at the gate with additional fees. Travelers must now treat size limits as strict rules, not flexible guidelines. 3. New digital bag sizers are changing everything. Airports are introducing advanced digital bag sizing systems that can instantly detect whether your carry-on meets airline requirements. These are more accurate than traditional metal sizers and remove human judgment from the process. If your bag does not fit the allowed dimensions, the system can flag it immediately. This means fewer chances of getting away with oversized luggage. In 2026, technology is replacing flexibility, and passengers are expected to comply before reaching the gate. This is one of the biggest changes, making carry-on rules feel stricter than ever before. 4. Weight limits are being checked more often. Many travelers focus only on size, but weight limits are becoming equally important in 2026. Some airlines, especially international and low-cost carriers, now check carry-on weight more consistently. A bag that fits perfectly in size may still be rejected if it exceeds the allowed weight. This is happening because heavier bags slow boarding and create safety concerns. Travelers who ignore weight rules often face last-minute stress and unexpected fees. The smart strategy is to weigh your bag at home instead of relying on luck at the airport. 5. Personal item rules are getting stricter. In addition to carry-ons, airlines are paying closer attention to personal items like backpacks, purses, and laptop bags. Many passengers try to stretch the rules by bringing oversized personal items, but airlines are now enforcing size limits more clearly. In 2026, a personal item must fit under the seat in front of you, and anything larger may be counted as a second carry-on. This is especially strict on budget airlines. Travelers who ignore this rule often end up paying extra or being forced to check a bag unexpectedly. 6. Overhead bin space is more competitive than ever. Even if your carry-on meets all size and weight rules, space in the overhead bin is not guaranteed. Flights are fuller in 2026, and more passengers rely on carry-ons to avoid checked baggage fees. This creates a competition for overhead space during boarding. Late passengers are more likely to have their bags taken and checked at the gate. This is why boarding position matters more than ever. The earlier you board, the better your chances of keeping your bag with you throughout the flight. 7. Budget airlines have tightened carry-on policies. Low-cost carriers have become much stricter with carry-on policies in 2026. Many now include only a small personal item in the base ticket, while standard carry-ons require an additional fee. These airlines also enforce rules aggressively because baggage fees are a major source of revenue. Travelers who are used to full-service airlines often get caught off guard when flying budget carriers. The safest move is to read the baggage policy carefully before booking, not after arriving at the airport where fees are higher. 8. Gate checking is becoming more common. Gate checking is happening more frequently, even for passengers who plan to carry their bags on board. This usually occurs when overhead bins fill up, or when a bag is flagged late in the process. In 2026, airlines are quicker to move bags to the cargo hold to keep boarding on schedule. While this is often free, it can still be inconvenient, especially if you packed essentials in your carry-on. The best way to avoid this is to board early and ensure your bag meets all requirements beforehand. 9. Smart packing is now essential. Packing smart is no longer optional. It is essential in 2026. Travelers must think carefully about what they bring and how they pack it. Using compact packing techniques, organizing items efficiently, and avoiding unnecessary extras can make a big difference. Overpacking increases the risk of exceeding size or weight limits. Experienced travelers focus on versatility, choosing items that serve multiple purposes. This approach not only helps meet airline rules but also makes the entire journey smoother and more comfortable from start to finish. 10. The safest rule: always check before you fly. The most important carry-on rule in 2026 is simple: always check your airline's policy before you travel. Rules can change, and different airlines have different limits even on the same route. Relying on past experience is risky, because enforcement is stricter now. A quick check online can save you from stress, delays, and unexpected costs at the airport. Travelers who stay informed have a much smoother experience. In modern air travel, preparation is the key to avoiding problems before they even begin. The idea of new carry-on rules in 2026 is less about one major change and more about stricter enforcement across the board. Airlines are no longer flexible, airports are using smarter technology, and passengers are being held to exact standards. This means travelers must be more careful than ever with size, weight, and packing choices. The days of guessing or relying on luck are over. If you want a smooth journey, the strategy is simple. Check your airline's rules, pack smart, and stay within limits. In 2026, the smartest travelers are the ones who prepare before they even leave home.